Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and we're just about ready to get this thing started. And the Orange start out with the ball. And here's Miller. James. West. He's covered by Thompson. Shoots. And it's Miller missing.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even consider taking that shot. Just a poor choice there. Well, you know, the Orange have one title for all their success in college hoops, and they've had plenty over the years. They got it done in 2003, crowned as champions. Melo led the way. It was an absolutely fantastic tournament run, and really was a crowning achievement for the program.
Now here's Palmer. Pass to Thompson. Here's Mercer. Soft touch off the glass.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
To the middle. James. The shot's good on the assist by Cobb. And you guys, beyond Melo, there were a handful of other players on that team that would go on to play pro ball.
They beat some tough teams in the tournament as well. It was a long-awaited moment for Orange fans. Those who were around will never forget that 2003 team.
Gets it to go from downtown.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Thompson outside. Ball's knocked loose. To Diaz. Thompson. To the paint. Here's Junior. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, it's obvious that Junior is a tough kid. I mean, he sticks with the play even through the contact there. Syracuse has one title to its name, but a lot of near misses too. Clearly, you look at the tournament history for the Orange, a lot of highs and lows for sure.
2 points. That one goes in.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Inside. And it's Junior missing. Syracuse in the lead. You guys, the Orange, also winning some titles before there was a standardized tournament.
The schools claim to be the champions in 1918 and 1926. That might be when the school fell in love with the hardwood. They've had plenty of runner-up finishes and semifinal exits in their storied history. And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Outside West. Pass to Cobb. Junior with the block.
Well, excellent focus defensively that time. Junior is a guy who can dominate at both ends of the floor.
Shot's good by Thompson.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Al Miller looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Palmer. It's a 3-point game. Diaz outside to the inside. Mercer. Basket is good. The assist from Diaz.
And doesn't take Diaz long to spot the wide open man. He's always ready to exploit the defensive weakness.
How about this matchup here tonight, you guys? Hendricks Cobb versus Junior. The two are familiar with one another as they grew up competing in the Battle of Brooklyn Invitational against each other.
And they'll be very familiar with each other because of that. Matching up against one another all game long, this is the matchup we all wanted to see. Cobb's the bigger star, but all bets are off when longtime friends go at it.
Here's Junior. Hits the layup after the sweep pump fake to freeze the D.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Now here's Cobb. He's got 6. And that one drops for him.
He likes to score style points along with actual points. And for Cobb, there's no shot with more style to it than the floater.
It's in for 3. gets in the tray, and it's all knotted up.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Outside Miller, back to West. Now here's Junior.
You know, one thing that jumps out at you with Cobb is that his athleticism is off the charts, unreal. You talk about an NBA-ready body, check that box too. You can match his speed and power at any level.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And that one misses. And when top. Miller with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Nelson. He's covered by Thompson. Outside Nelson. Outside Miller. Pass to James. Back to Miller. West. Shot clock at 6. Outside Miller. Will it go? Junior grabs the miss. The Gators leading. Down low. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Miller.
And guys, we're seeing Junior develop right before our eyes. With every game he plays, he's maturing more and more. A lot of the skills that take years for most players to master seem to come naturally for him.
You know, one thing that Syracuse has really contributed to basketball is their zone defense. As a matter of fact, it's hard to watch a team play 2-3 zone and not think about Syracuse. They've played that defense effectively for as long as Boeheim has been the coach there.
For a long time, it was a hallmark of the Orange. The 2-3 zone forces teams to beat you from the outside as they crowd the paint. The Orange made it successful by closing out quickly on the shooters and never giving up those easy shots.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. That one falls, so he hits both of them. They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty.
Now here's Miller. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Outside Palmer. Junior. He's covered by Bautista. And the foul called on Junior. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Up top, Nelson. Back to Miller. Can't hit that one.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Gators ahead, up 10. About halfway through, what have you seen from Junior thus far?
You know, he's kind of letting the game come to him. Not exactly taking over like we've come to expect, but he's been steady Eddie out there.
And I look for him to step it up in the second half. Scouts always in attendance. You don't want to be seen as coasting, or it can cost you.
And, you know, the #1 high school prospect for this class, Hendricks Cobb, Born in New Jersey, but spent middle and high school in Louisiana. He is as talented and gifted as they come.
Here's Palmer to the paint. Junior. Second shot opportunity. Count that bucket.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And it's Miller missing. And what a huge victory for this school to get the commitment from Hendricks Cobb, you guys. He immediately puts them in national title conversation.
Cobb has the elite talent that can take your program to the promised land as long as he's there. Coach went all in to recruit this young man, and it has paid off. There might not be a better basketball prospect than Cobb for years.
Miller, that's good.
Boy, excellent passing skills on display from Cobb that time. Able to read the floor and find the open man.
Thompson outside. Inside. Here's Junior. Pass to Mercer. Good. And the assist goes to Junior.
And a name that many have been watching for years now, Hendricks Cobb. He's been one of the most highly anticipated names in college hoops for years. You definitely feel he'll be the next big thing.
Here's Wolf. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Hendricks Cobb on the wing. Pass to Wolf. Fires for three. Cans it from downtown. And with Cobb, it's because he can do it all. There's no weakness in his game. And he's been perfecting his craft for years.
You know, Cobb knows he's the top dog in the country. He embraces that role and that mantle really well.
Here's James. Pass to Wolf. Nelson. From downtown. Bayless with the rebound. Now the Gators with it. They lead by the largest margin in the game, 15 points. Here's Junior. Cobb with the defensive effort. So it's Syracuse with it. Here's James. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
And the dunk by Junior. Well, you know Hendricks Cobb is as confident as they get, and he's given himself the nickname the Hendricks Cobb experience.
And you know, a lot of players try to deflect the fact that they're the top prospect, the #1 guy, but Cobb has done the opposite. He embraces it. You know, it might rub some people the wrong way, but he's got the game to back it up. And I like seeing him be confident and bold with it.
And yep, that's good.
That's a big part of Cobb's growing process, getting his inside game sharp enough to where he can score in the paint against any kind of defense.
Diaz outside. Pass to Bayless. Outside Palmer. Now here's Mercer. Launches a three. And that comes off the assist by Palmer.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose.
And the Gators with possession. 16-point lead. Here's Junior. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials stop.